Hey, thanks for coming. The title of this video is Instantaneous Samadhi, and there's sort of a little joke that goes with this. I was thinking of calling it Instant Samadhi, but I can remember my own guru, Swami Satchidananda, berating back in the 80s, saying that Americans want instant coffee, instant hot chocolate, instant everything. He said there's no such thing as instant samadhi. And that's correct. But there is something called instantaneous samadhi. And I sort of thought that this would be a good topic to give people a sense that they already know what samadhi is. And so let me back up a little bit and just cover some ground. The Buddha said, pain comes from attachment to desires. And that's also correct. So when you have a desire, do you have the desire, or does the desire have you? And having a desire, what does having a desire have to do with samadhi? I'm, I'm talking about the Buddha, and there's my wife calling me. That's other in joke. So you have a desire, or does the desire have you? If you have a desire, okay, it's one thing. But if the desire has you, then you can't be happy until the desire is fulfilled. And so the Buddhists teach a type of vinyasa meditation. Watch the mind, the flow. What it means is the desire comes into the mind, it rises up, it stays for a while, and then it goes. From that perspective, is a desire bad? Well, the root of every thought is a desire of some kind. So, to be attached to the desire is to have an idea of want. I want to have that desire. Well, even realized beings have desires. I know this is an odd thought, but if they didn't have a desire, even to breathe and to eat and to drink water, they aren't going to be here in a few days. So if you're on the planet, you have desires. But as long as you're not attached to the desire, are you in pain? Well, I'm going to change this direction just a little bit here. Suppose you've got a big desire, you've had it for a number of years, and you're trying to make that come into your life. Okay, these are things like graduating from college, or getting married, having a baby, big things. If you get what you want, do you still have the desire to have that thing? And the answer is no. Why? Because you have it. So why should you want something you already have? You have it. So people make the mistake of thinking if I get what I want, I'll be happy. Because what happens? They get what they want and they're happy. But they mistake something. The happiness doesn't come from getting what you want. The happiness comes from the extinguishment of the desire. The idea behind this statement is that you are already realized. And somehow there's been an overlay in your mind that says, I want something. When you get that something, you say, I got what I wanted. Really what happened is the want went away. And your natural state of samadhi came forth. The desire to have something covered up your inner state. Okay, well, this sounds good, but how do you test it? Well, you want things. Big things, little things, all sorts of things. Short term, long term, medium term. All you have to do for the next week is watch the mind and see what happens when, okay, so you can maybe write a little note or something to yourself. Or if you know a particular time you're going to meet somebody you like, the moment you get what you want, ask yourself, how happy am I? And a sophisticated analysis will show you that the happiness from getting what you want is indistinguishable. In other words, you can't tell a difference from when you got something else you want. And the bigger the thing you get, the longer the happiness lasts. In Vasishtha's yoga, Vasishtha says to Rama, become real. Okay, who's an avatar, right? Says to him, become realized and then do what you want. Why did he say that? What his intention in saying that was, do good for other people. In the Ramayana, the story of Vasishtha's yoga, Rama goes into a samadhi. He realized that he was that infinite being. So he shut down, all of his senses shut down, and he was in a state of samadhi. And Vishwamitra, the seer who discovered the Gayatri mantra, said, please, Vasishtha, bring Rama back to body consciousness. There is many people need him. I need him to help me with, he was having trouble at that time with some demons that were polluting his religious ceremonies. So Vasishtha awakened the energy in Rama's body, started it vibrating. He came back to body consciousness. Did Vasishtha have a desire? Absolutely. Did Vishwamitra have a desire? Absolutely. Their desires were aligned with the universe's desires. There's a concept called the natural order of things. And the name it's given is called Nayati. The reason why it's called the natural order of things is that there's a rhythm to the universe, a drama that has to be accommodated. And what you see with realized beings is that they promote the natural order of things. So all you really have to do is make your desires match that of God's. Jesus said it best. He said, blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Not only we see God around them, but see God operating through them. There's a lot I could say. But the statement that I think I should end with is the repetition. is that it's okay to have desires. Make your desires make you do actions that are the yogic act. Do good for yourself. Do good for others. Everybody that's involved in this action is benefited. Swami Shivananda has a famous mantra: do good, be good, love, serve, meditate, realize. Thank you.